It's different, but it's still same old basketball, so I'll have fun.
Hey, Chet, how you doing, mate? From Australia here. I was just wondering.
Yeah,
You know what? I was going to ask you for your best Aussie accent, but you've ripped it already.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Me and Gid spend enough time around each other for me to pick up a couple things.
Yeah, give us some. Give us some.
That's pretty much all I got. Australia, mate.
Yeah,
From down under.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
How good's that?
That's about all I got, though.
Nice, man. Appreciate
My man.
Do you love that challenge if Victor plays tomorrow night? Regardless if the channel explains the
You always
Spurs.
want to play against really good teams, just fully healthy with all their best players. They're a great team already, and to get him back is only going to make them better. So, I'm excited.
How does it feel coming back here to the second time with all this going on? I think this really helped you in the NBA Finals, dealing with all the media and all this stuff. This process of it.
Yeah, obviously similar flow to the finals, different location, obviously, but I think it's a great opportunity. Anyone else?
You're good. Oh, from Tokyo.
Oh, my man.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Could you give a message for your fan in Japan?
In Japan?
Yeah, in Japan.
Shout out Japan.
Yeah.
I love y'all style over there. I love y'all culture. I don't watch anime currently. Might have to get into it. But I also love y'all food too.
Okay, so
My man.
one more thing, yeah.
Shout out my fans in Japan.
Can I get a thank you in Japanese? Arigato.
Say it again.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Yes, thank you.
Sir. My man.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Chet, how have you guys done? Teams that come off the title and then guys get contracts, it never looks like 24-1 the next year. How have you guys been able to be the group that has stayed present and kept trying to get better?
By not, we won a championship last year. This year's not last year. That doesn't do anything for us this year, and understanding that. And also just, we have a team full of guys who are young, early in their careers and I feel like everybody's still striving for more, reaching for more. Nobody's kind of just riding the wave until it's, hits the beach, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody on our team's kind of just satisfied, I guess.
What's it matter that this is the only thing you guys didn't win last year? To have a chance to come here and win this, what does that sort of mean right now?
I mean, you never play to lose. You always want to win. Obviously, there's some financial incentive in this too, which is amazing. But I think we just have to approach it how we approach everything else. Just stay where we are, focus on the next task at hand, which is, the Spurs tomorrow. We have to get ready for them. They're a great team and be ready to play.
Anything else for Chet?
Chat question here. They asked, did you drink a lot of milk growing up?
Yeah. I don't know why, but it was a thing. But a glass of milk with every dinner.
With every meal?
Dinner.
Whole milk, 2%, 1%?
Whole milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Vic is probable tomorrow. They've been obviously playing really well without him, and they're going to be pretty good with him. Everyone knows the challenge of facing Vic. How much do you enjoy those moments?
I mean, like I said before,
Sorry if you were asked earlier.
No, it's all good. You always want to play against the best teams with the best players, fully healthy. And like I said, Spurs are a great young team. They're hungry. They're playing great right now. And then, you add Victor into that, and it only makes them better. So we're excited to play against them. I'm sure they're excited to play against us. And I think it should be a great game.
You got to know about what you do with the prize money if you guys do win.
No. I was almost inspired by Rui saying he'd put the 500 on black, but I put 500 on black yesterday and hit green. $500, not 500,000. So I don't like my luck. I wouldn't do that, but I don't know. I'd probably donate some of it, save some of it, spend some of it.
Thank you, Chet. You donated $500.
Thing you're buying is, you guys win the grand prize.
Say that again?
Given any thought to what the first thing you're buying is, you guys win the grand prize.
I don't know what I'm buying. I don't know. I have a lot of options.
Got a lot of watches today, cars.
Yeah, there's so much to buy in this world, right? So I don't know. I'll just focus on the games, and then after that, I'll think about what I can get.
Yeah, actually, let's keep from the young guys who lived on that big deal. A payday, and that's payday here.
It's big. Enjoy it. Obviously, you get some extra money for playing basketball, for doing what you love. So, go out there, compete, play your hardest, and then, whenever you get the money, just have fun and be smart.
So next year, this game would be played in Oklahoma City, the way they changed the rules around. So the semifinals would be at home. Yeah. And then the only championship game will be here. Do you think that change makes sense in terms of getting an extra home game for a team like you guys that's the number one seed and
yeah,
getting an opportunity to do that?
Yeah, it's always great to play at home. I truly feel like we have the best fan in the NBA. So, to get an extra game in front of our home crowd is always amazing.
You've obviously been through this now a couple times. Is there anything you think the league should look at addressing or tweaking or changing with the tournament format as a whole?
I don't know. It's not really my position. Obviously, I'm in the last 2 years we made it to this point, which has been great. So I really don't have that much to say. I'm just happy to be here with my team and compete for a cup.
How did your perspective change about the tournament just in general, especially after last year making it to the finals? And not winning, does it make it more personal? Like, you guys want that as well?
Yeah, obviously. Coming out short was something that we didn't want. I feel like we've gotten better as a team and then as individuals, so we got another chance to go at it this year. So we'll try our best for it.
What's the team mindset going into this matchup against the Spurs?
Just going out there and play hard. They're a good team. They got good players. So, really, focus to our scouting and the stuff that we want to do, and then we go out there and play our best.
Dude, it's just a third year in tournament now. How's your perspective change over that course of time?
It's fun. Obviously, it's a tournament in the season. Obviously, there's a lot to play for. So we're just excited to be here and then have another chance to get to that.
Hey man, how you doing, Ralph?
What's up, dog?
Good to see you. Can I get your best Australian accent?
I don't think I can do that. I don't even know.
It's a bit of a short.
What is Josh Giddey used to tell you? I don't know.
Yeah, Josh Giddey. He has the inside word,
He did. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to try and sound crazy. I can't. Yeah.
What about a g'day, mate?
G'day, mate. I can say that. Hey, mate.
And look, I don't know if you are superstitious or not. I want to tell you something. The locker room that you are using this edition is the same locker room that was used by the Bucks the last year, the Lakers 2 years ago. The Celtics locker room.
I guess. I'm not. I guess that's a good story behind the locker room. That's good, but
Probably the biggest one. I don't know if you are.
I haven't seen the locker room yet, honestly, but I guess it's good. I guess it's good. Yeah.
Okay, just some break then.
No, Obi-Wan. Yeah, how we move.
So, thank you.
It seems like before he got there, Whitby was being way more aggressive this season. I think he was averaging like twice as many drives in October than he was last season. When a guy like that, you guys that size, that physical, just how much can they see the club and how important is it to have that 5-man defense, the previous doubles, with off-ball denial, all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, he's a good player. Really tall. A guy like that, you can't just stop him one-on-one. You need the whole team for that. And obviously, we prepare, we'll go over and watch the film and see what we can do. But at the same time, they just have a good team in general, and have other players that can get to it. So, watching the film, we'll see what we got to do to stop it.
We should figure you're the primary defender there. How did you speak to his competitiveness and how much maybe a matchup like this could be a measuring stick?
Yeah, he's a competitor. Obviously, it'll be a fun matchup. Like I said, it wouldn't just be Chet, it'll be the whole teams. But, it's just the two teams going at it, and it's going to be a great show.
Thank you.
Do you feel the makeup start this year more seriously for the players and the kids?
Yeah, I think think everyone takes it serious. I think just being an early season competition, some teams are a little more far advanced and kind of like playing the way they want to play and playing well. So I think some of that has a bit to do with it. But yeah, I think the competition's been great. I think it adds some pop to the beginning of the year that maybe there wasn't.
Obviously, it's not that win maybe ago, but your opinion can be considered like a title. Maybe not that big, but
yeah. No, this is, I think the replica of this is like all the domestic league cups of football leagues in Europe. Like that's kind of the idea behind it. So for us, we talked about like win it, wanting to have that legacy of being a champion, everything that we do. So this is one of those things that came up short last year, so hopefully we get it this year.
What about the Thunder? It's kind of redeemed division for what happened last year. You got final.
Yeah, just learning from that. I think that was a good experience for us moving forward through the season and then into the playoffs, which helped us win the championship at the end of the year. So hopefully just continue to learn from those lessons and understand. I think this is kind of a Game 7 mentality. We've been on a couple of those now, so hopefully we'll be able to kind of just show up and play our game.
Last question for me. 24-1. Amazing. What's in your mind when you think on what this team is doing this year? It's even better than the last year. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's always great when you win. Winning's fun. Winning's a lot better than losing. It makes the days in between games a little less stressful when you win a bunch of games. But we have the understanding that, it's a third of the way through the season. A lot of stuff changes from the beginning of the year to the end of the year every season. So just trying to be consistent throughout the whole year and find ways to improve. And, a lot of that is looking inward and seeing what we can do to be a better team. And then just beat our best, towards the end of the year when I'm out.
But do you feel unbeatable? Do you feel unbeatable as a team? Nobody can beat you?
No, you can lose any given night. We lost. We were up 20 in the game. We lost to the Trailblazers. They came back and won.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. But no, I think we have a healthy respect for everybody in the league. Obviously, I don't think we fear anybody, but the respect level that goes into showing up like professional sports. So, I think we come with that mindset and that respect for the opponent every night, whether it's someone in the last place in the league, top spot.
So you mentioned the value of going through this experience last year for you guys as a class. It's a neutral environment. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance around it. What's it for you guys, just kind of like blocking out all of that stuff?
Yeah, I think being here last year kind of helped, just because all this is somewhat familiar. We had the same flow last year when we went to the secondary court media. So. There's some, like I said, familiarity with that I think will allow us to kind of flow into an whole state going into the basketball game. But then obviously, when you get there, it's somewhat a neutral crowd, so just making sure that mentally taking care of what we need to take care of to be ready.
You guys haven't faced San Antonio yet this season. What's top of mind when you go against a team like the specifically?
Yeah, we're about to play them 3 times, 10 days or something. They got a bunch of good players. They've been playing faster this year. They're playing really unselfish. Obviously, when we play, that'd be a big addition for them, just defensively. The steps that he's taken offensively this year, he's a good player. The addition of Fox kind of gives him a little more pace and a little poise at the point guard spot. They're a good team. They've been winning games this year on the road, at home by good margins. So, like you talked about earlier, just having the respect for them and just being ready to compete.
You guys are always motivated to win. Is there any extra motivation going in here after what happened last year against Milwaukee?
Yeah, they're individual seasons. I think we'd be as motivated even if we won last year. Coming off that loss in Milwaukee, obviously it's not fun. But I think it was, like I said, it's a good experience for us. I think we're a team that, as you can see by our record, we're a very competitive bunch, and we want to go out and win every game, whether it's game 1 of the season, game 10, winning the group, getting to Vegas, winning the Cup. There might be a little bit of motivation from that, but I think the big motivation for us is just being that team that wants to go out and win every single night.
Alex, would you say you are the best ball player in the NBA or not?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
I believe that.
Okay, I'll take it. There's anybody else thinking?
Alex, if you win 500K this time,
Yeah.
and then how do you spend that?
Well, you don't spend all of it. That's the first thing. You can't spend all of it. That's just fiscally irresponsible. Now that'll pay for some vacations, Christmas, obviously. A good majority of that might go into some home renovations. I bought a new house this summer in Austin, so there's a couple of things on the checklist.
Congratulations, mate. I was just wondering over here, could you give us your best Australian accent?
My best Australian accent. You want me to give me a phrase this thing? I'll try and say.
She'll be right, mate.
She'll be right, mate.
You know what?
That's good.
That's good actually.
It's a little stuffy in the end.
Yeah, you can go again if you want.
We're
call it that. That's good. I like that.
That's what I got.
Thanks.
Alex, this is the third year of the NBA Cup now. How's your perspective on the change over 3 years?
I'm not sure my perspective has changed. I think I've had the same perspective with from the beginning of like if the lights are on, the scoreboard's on, and we're playing basketball. I want to win. So when they announced this, like it was always something that I wanted to like come here and be a part of and win. We got close last year, but obviously having another opportunity this year is very appealing to me. Just because, like I said, whatever it is, you know, I play cards with my friend in the summer, we play golf, do anything, play video games. That's the one I win compete. So this is something that I think is been a great addition to the season. So I'm excited to try this opportunity.
Alex, ever since the NBA Cup last year, actually a lot of great things happened after that, right? So do you feel like you guys are at a different position just mentally and then with a confident level? So
yeah, I mean, you have to take confidence from what you're able to achieve at the end of last year. You know, I think especially just through the circumstances of, you know, there was a lot of adversity that we played through in the playoffs, being down a couple series. You know, Dub going through what he was going through with his hand, you know, obviously it's tough for him. Just as a team, like there was a couple moments where we had to like really, we had to step in and take control and with our backs against the wall. And so I think coming off of that, that gives you a level of confidence that I don't think anything else can. Like I've been harping on, like mixing that confidence with a healthy respect for the game and the fear of losing, I think is important.
and Alex, do you feel like last question? Do you feel like the NBA already is taken over the Generation Z, the Gen Z? Do you feel like they're ready?
Yeah, they're on the way. I mean, they do a great job with all the social stuff and keeping people involved. That's a lot of the Gen Z stuff.
Yeah, feel tall. Feel
right.
Feel bronze.
Could you hoop in those, honestly?
I can move in them a little bit. Probably wouldn't be the best idea, but I could definitely get down in them.
Do you feel the NBA Cup is taken more seriously in this third edition, respect what happened in the first year?
Can you repeat the question?
If you feel that the NBA Cup is taken more seriously than what happened in the first year?
Yeah, I definitely think that it's grown on the NBA players, the fans, the organizations. It's something that guys take seriously. Obviously, with money on the line and the opportunity to compete for something such as the NBA Cup, guys are motivated, and you know that adds a different factor to every game.
In your opinion, it can be considered as a title?
No, I don't think you consider it a title. Obviously, a championship in the tournament site, but I wouldn't. It doesn't match up to the obviously the title contention.
What about the Thunder? This edition is kind of a redeem team for what happened last year.
I'm not going to say that we're a redeemed team. We're a team that obviously, you know, has been built on the history and you know, guys who were there before us, obviously historic players. And, you know, we understand that they, you know, paved the way for us to be here. So, you know, we're happy to give back to the organization, to the teams, to the fans, and just make sure that we're, you know, putting forth our best foot so that we can, you know, win games.
Last thing for me is 24-1. It's amazing. I don't know if you had time to stop and think about that, about this season. It's even better than the last one.
No time to stop and think. We want to get better and we want to keep winning. So obviously it's a blessing and that's something that we don't take for granted. But in the same sense, we got games lined up ahead of us and we got to make sure that we're moving forward and you know try to put ourselves in position to win more.
When you listen words like dynasty, something like that, and people compare your team with the Bulls of the 90s or the Warriors of the, what's in your mind when you read or you listen to things?
Obviously, it's awesome to be a part of conversations like that, but you try not to get distracted by that. The biggest thing that got us to be in this position at 24-1 was just our level of focus and our attention to detail on a day-to-day basis, and that's something that we have to kind of continue to do and approach each game with that same mindset. The minute you get distracted, you start looking at comparisons and the conversations is the moment where you allow for room for anything to creep in and prevent you from being a great team.
Talking about motivation, how do you see your teammates towards this game and also the cup?
Yeah, in terms of motivation with the cup alone, obviously there's a lot of excitement and just energy behind it. The money obviously is another world of motivation, but it's also just another fun part of the NBA that I think is drawing attention both from players, families, friends, fans of the game, and it makes it fun. The courts, different colors, everything about it is awesome. And our team has gotten better and we continue to get better and we take each game with the same serious approach. And this cup has been the same thing, no different than our motivation behind any other games.
The Spurs also a great team. They are getting better with each game. What are your thoughts about them?
Yeah, obviously a great team. I know that they've had Wemby out for a while, and they're a great team with or without him. They've obviously got off to a good start, and they're playing really well right now. So we've got to be locked in and make sure we come ready to play. Obviously, all of the teams here want to win, so it's going to be something that every team has to make sure they're putting their best foot forward, and we're going to do that for sure.
You give any thought to what's the first thing you're buying if you guys win the grand prize?
Say what?
If you give any thought to what the first thing you're buying is if you guys win the grand prize?
I'm going to be saving my money. That's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah.
What could the message from the young guys who maybe don't have that big deal?
Let's win. That's everybody's message. Let's try to win the money. Everybody wants the money. Yeah, everybody wants the money. Whether they're going to give it to family, buy something with it, save it. Everybody obviously wants more money. So the motivation, it's through 1 through 18, everybody's locked in to try and win this game. So
This is obviously such a unique experience outside of anything that you experienced during the regular season. How helpful is it that you guys went through this last year to be able to approach it this year?
yeah, very helpful. Obviously familiar sightings, everything about the process of leading up to the games and just playing in the tournament has been something that we've all seen before. So being here again, there's no surprises, and that makes it easier for us to come in confident, feel comfortable, just kind of being used to the environment.
Looking back on last year, you guys have had so many different experiences since being here last year as a group. Just how much do you feel like you guys have grown overall?
Yeah, I feel like, our togetherness and our camaraderie as a team is already through the roof. But having gone through so much last year, having been in the tournament, being in Vegas last year also, a lot of experiences that we've experienced together, and that causes for us to be a little bit closer and to have a level of confidence going into all of this, that's kind of through the roof. So guys are confident, guys are enjoying everything and just, enjoying the experiences and growing together.
Seems like before he got hurt, Wemby was way more aggressive. I think he was averaging like twice as many drives in October than he was in all of last season. Just how much of a handful is a guy like that when he is embracing that physicality, and how much of a five-man defense is required when it comes to off-ball denials, bringing the double teams, that sort of stuff?
I think obviously with his size and just the uniqueness of who he is and his build, there's a lot that you kind of have to try to stop as a team. So you're going to have problems with him regardless of, what you throw at him. But as a team, our biggest thing is just to be on the same page and make sure that we're, not allowing him to be so comfortable regardless of what it is he's doing. He's obviously a great player, but we just want to make it hard for him and try to make him, work as hard as he can to get everything he wants.
Is it okay to treat this as unfinished business after falling short last year at the top?
I would definitely say that there's a certain sense of motivation considering that we came up short last year. But, being here, having the same familiar sightings and everything, guys aren't looking at it from that sense. We're still looking at it as a game-to-game basis, opportunity for us to get better night in and night out. And obviously, coming up short last year changes things. We're still motivated to get the money, but we're motivated to get wins and become a better team every night also.
AJ, just what's this experience like for this group? I know you guys really value varying experiences. How valuable is it to go through this as a group together?
I think it's very valuable. I think just the environment, I think the media, everything, I think kind of like reminds me of the playoffs and the finals. So I think it's a great test for us in season to be playing in that environment. And I think we're really excited to get here, obviously trying to get better and go win this cup.
You guys have played in kind of those heightened environments like the playoffs before. What's key to kind of blocking that out and being able to focus when you're on the court?
I mean, I think just being ourselves. I think focusing on what's important, and that's the games that we're gonna play. And so I think we're all locked in on that.
Speaking of the game, you haven't faced the Spurs yet this season. You'll play them like 3 times over the next week and a half. What's top of mind when you look at them and what's going to be important?
I mean, they're a very good team, very complete team. They play fast, they play aggressive. So I think he's got to match that and play our way.
AJ, I wanted to ask you about Nikola Topic. People are telling me that he's back with the team, around the team. He didn't make the trip to Vegas, but how do you handle his situation? I mean, first ACL and then, cancer surgery.
I mean, Nicola's like my brother, so I think just obviously being there for him, supporting him, and he's been doing an amazing job. I think being around the team, I know it's definitely not easy, but he's always like smiling and he's always like there. Like he's a great guy, and it's great to have him on the team, and I'm excited for him to be back.
I don't know if you are superstitious or not. I want to tell you something. The locker room that the Thunder is using this year is the same one that was used by the Bucks the last year, the Lakers 3 years ago. What that means for you?
I used to be very superstitious, but now I'm not. So, yeah, good news. Doesn't really matter to me.
Okay, thank you.
Have you given any thought to what the first thing you're buying is if you guys win the grand prize?
I mean, definitely some gifts for the family. Christmas around the corner, so make sure I take care of them. And then just probably be smart with my money. My mom and the people around me won't let me just spend it how I want. So being smart, no. And I won't let myself do it either, so be smart with it.
What's been the message from the young guys who maybe don't have that big deal to try and get this big payday?
Excuse me?
What's been the messaging from some of the young guys to maybe the vets about trying to get this big payday here?
I mean, obviously they're very excited. They want us to go win it. But it's just, at the end of the day, it's basketball. We really want to focus on that, getting better, and take care of them for sure.
Congrats on the semi, mate. We're just from Australia. We're wondering, could we get your best Australian accent?
I mean, I could like, if I come up to you, I could be like, "Good day, mate."
Yeah.
What else do they say?
7.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that. That's because of my guy Dukas. Dukas.
All right.
Biggs, that's my guy.
AJ, in the finals, I was asking all the guys on the Thunder, what's their career high in any game at any level? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. I think I said 39, right? In college.
Most?
Hartenstein a liar, right? Yeah, like 70 or something.
He said 70. You called him a liar back then. Did we buy it? He said there was no tape.
There's no tape, exactly.
He was like 12 years old. He said, why are they filming 12-year-olds? They wouldn't be. You know what
I mean, if they score 70, I feel like it should have been filmed. So I'll call cap on that for now.
Cap,
yeah.
You would call him that to his face?
Yeah, where is it? I would. I don't believe that.
We're going to find out.
Any extra motivation coming up short here last year? I mean, you guys have won a lot. Maybe some extra motivation possibly?
For sure. I mean, we lost the cup last year, so we want to come out here and win it. That's simple as that.
Sorry if you've already been asked it, but you played against Wemby when you were younger. Played with him, I should say. What do you remember about those early days again?
I mean, just the animal that he already was at that time. I think his mindset is kind of what separated him already at a young age, and just seeing him grow was pretty cool. And it's crazy that we're here today and we're gonna play against each other. But he's a great dude, so cool to play against him.
Sorry. How old were you guys, and about how tall do you think he was at that point?
I was 17, so he was probably 15. I was probably about 6'1" maybe, and he was probably, I don't know, like 7'2", 3 already. So yeah. Didn't change much.
You guys were here last year. Just how beneficial is that for you guys coming into this season in Galas?
It's good. You know, we had a little practice last year, and coming in, we kind of know what to expect as far as the schedule and a lot of hype around it.
What do you remember specifically just about the atmosphere playing on that court, you being here?
You feel the spotlight on you.
Yeah, right here.
It's a lot of eyes on you, through the media game. It's a fun game, though.
You guys have gone through so many different experiences since then. Just as a team, as a whole, how much do you feel like you guys have grown as a group since that last meeting?
We've grown a lot. I mean, we only got closer though in that time. You know, having different people out and going through different experiences made us stronger.
When you look at San Antonio, you haven't faced them at all this season yet, but they have a guy like De'Aaron Fox and potentially Wemby available. Just what's key going up against a team like that?
I feel like when we follow our scout, you know, our coaches do a good job putting that together, and when we follow that, good things come out of the game.